What it do, Theodulites? It is yours truly, Theodulis, and I'm back with the second part of the video that we started yesterday. But before we continue, I have to bring this up again. We were doing so well. Guys, if you're watching the video, please subscribe. A lot of us are watching the videos, but we're not subscribing. So if you're excited about my team news, hit the thumbs up, but primarily subscribe. We got more videos, more content on the way. Thank you guys. We're on the road to 300. So picking up where we left off, we are talking about Myteam Unlimited 2.0. Introduced in NBA 2K19, Myteam Unlimited instantly became the go-to mode for many in Myteam. Facts. NBA 2K21 Unlimited is undergoing its next evolution. This year, Unlimited will consist of 9 leagues that you need to play through before you can reach the top. Very interesting. Every league in Myteam Unlimited 2.0 will consist up to 12 games. Standard. In order to advance to the next league, you will need to win a certain number of games in your current league. For example, in the first league, you only need to win 3 of your 12 games to advance. Fair. Once you get that third win, you automatically level up to the next league. You do not need to play the remaining games for that league. As you move up to the league structure, more and more wins will be required to level up. To keep things interesting and to keep you on your toes, if you do not meet the win requirement to advance to that next level, you will still need to win a certain number of games out of 12 to remain on your current level. So they basically took that from Play Now. That's what Play Now has in their particular format, which kept it interesting and spicy. So they're taking that and they're putting it in Myteam. If you have the skill to reach the highest tier, the Galaxy Opal tier, an exclusive prize awaits you if you can go 12-0 in that final league. It won't be easy, but we will make the effort worth the reward. And just think, as you level up through the leagues, you'll be completing seasonal agendas to earn valuable XP to help build your overall season level, which leads to a prize in its own right. Every season, we will be resetting everyone's record in Myteam Unlimited, not unlike what we did on the first of each month in NBA 2K20, and we'll introduce a new grand prize that you will be chasing for that season. Oh, this is actually pretty good. So you're going to go up these leagues where you can go all the way to Galaxy Opal, but in the Galaxy Opal tier, you have to go the 12-0. I like it. I think it's cool because in the same way in Play Now, you're able to play against people in your respective level. I think it promotes that, where you're not playing people who are worse off, and it's actually a competitive game. So that's pretty cool. And I like that they've switched to the experience. I'm still wondering how that will work out, what are the benefits and how that will manifest, but it looks like you're not just collecting cards or tokens or whatever it may seem. That experience based on a skill level or whatever things that you're able to do on the court as well as collect will incorporate how this experience goes, which I think is good, because that way if you're playing the game well, you're playing it right, and also you're collecting, you should be rewarded exponentially. So I'm excited about that. The internal feedback on Myteam Unlimited 2.0 has been very positive. The earlier leagues allow you to establish your lineup and practice your strategy before you start to hit the higher leagues, which have higher win requirements and more skilled opponents. Between Myteam Limited and Myteam Unlimited, we are giving you more ways than ever to compete in NBA 2K21, which is dope. As I like to share with my friends that are really hyped about Myteam, my favorite part of Myteam is playing online, being able to collect. And I think with limited and unlimited, we get a very great advantage to show our skills against other opponents as opposed to the CPU. So I'm very excited about that. Next up, the exchange. Full disclosure, this feature had about 13 different names during development. I had less trouble naming my children than watching the name come together for this. Whenever I see this dilemma occur during development, I know we have something special. It almost always means that the feature is a labor of love for the team working on it, and even the most simple item, naming it, is a multi-meeting affair to make sure every detail hits just the right note. New to NBA 2K21, the exchange allows you to exchange your cards for some great prizes. Every season in my team this year will feature new exchanges for you to collect and complete to earn exclusive cards only available here. This is very interesting. Yes, some of the cards you get from here will be truly elite. The quality of the reward is going to dictate how much effort is required to complete the exchange. For example, an exchange may require you to trade in a Western Conference point guard rated 90 or higher and an Eastern Conference point guard rated 90 or higher to earn a higher rated player. The system is incredibly flexible and will allow us to create exchanges geared toward newer users as well as some of our most dedicated and passionate users. This is cool. I don't mind it because sometimes you get duplicates, and I think this is a great way to put your duplicates in the exchange and actually get something from it, where you don't have to necessarily put the duplicates in the auction where people are not gonna purchase it. So I think this is actually very, very good stuff, where even if you're trading in like a gold player or something like a amethyst, you can get maybe a contract. Contracts are extremely valuable, so you can trade this duplicate gold player for contracts as opposed to trying to get something on the auction house and getting absolutely nothing. So I like this. This is actually good if it plays out as I just mentioned, and it's not just throwing away higher cards. So I'm looking forward to that. Some cards will even look ho-hum on the surface, but we secretly have future plans for that card where they will be invaluable. Cough. My team limited cough. I never told you that. We will even drop in more simplistic exchanges in the middle of the seasons that may allow you to convert a number of silver, gold contracts in order, you see, there you go, to obtain a diamond contract or a diamond pair of shoes. Side note, there are so many unique diamond shoes in the game this year. We'll see. We'll see. My favorite aspect of this feature is that it gives you yet another avenue to utilize what were non-used cards in your collection in NBA 2K20. Between My Team Limited and the exchange, you really need to be aware of what you're doing when you decide you no longer need a card in your collection because it doesn't fit your best lineup. My Team Limited has no best lineup, and you literally never know what will throw at you in exchange. Perfect, perfect, perfect. I mentioned this in the first video, and if you haven't seen it, I'm going to put the link in the description. Again, I just used to hate when you have this influx of cards that you literally don't know what to do with these cards, and they're just in your stockpile, which as a collector, I like it. I think it's cool. But if I get duplicates of said things already in my collection, I wish I could exchange. I wish I could auction, which usually never works. But these instances, as mentioned, with the limited and also the exchange, this allows us to be able to feature these cards or to get rid of them and get better stuff. So this is incredible. Badge customization is back. This is not a new feature by any means, as people who played 2K19 know. It was crazy because it was a good feature. We were so perplexed as to why they took it out, but amen, it's back. After taking a one-year hiatus in NBA 2K20, the ability to customize your players with unique badges has returned for NBA 2K21. I have to be honest, I really missed this feature last year. This is something to be said for pulling the latest and greatest card and then having the ability to truly make it your own by customizing it to better fit your playstyle. I think this adds, just harking on what he said here, this adds a very unique style to your player and it makes it worthwhile. So if I get a Ruby, this Ruby has the potential to be on my team long term if I give it certain badges that are unique to that Ruby that can help my team flourish, given what he already has as his base stat. So this is very interesting, very cool, and I like it. For those of you newer to the My Team experience who may not understand this one, there will be badge cards available in My Team that allow you to both apply badges and upgrade badges on players. For example, if you have a card that doesn't have clamps on it and the player is eligible, you can take a clamps badge card and apply it to your player. This is an awesome way to customize your team more than ever. We can go ahead and confirm this. Clamps is back in the game. Boom. Across the board, Clamps is definitely back in the game. He would not mention an obsolete badge. So Looking forward to seeing Clamps back in the game. There have been some changes and improvements since you last saw this feature. Badge cards will be available in Bronze, Silver, Gold, and Hall of Fame. That's sick. To upgrade a player, you need to first apply Bronze version of the badge. To upgrade to Gold, you need to apply the Silver version of the badge before adding the Gold version of the badge. Hall of Fame versions of badges are going to be very rare and will be made available primarily through prizing and playing the game. Season level rewards is one area where you can definitely find these. For anyone familiar with the game, you know how powerful the right Hall of Fame badges can be to the game, for real. Hall of Fame Clamps, Hall of Fame Deadeye, these things are incredible. No more quick draw, praise the Lord, but that was an effective one that you needed in order to go past certain levels. So I'm glad that they are making the Hall of Fame badges rare because, again, if you have the right Hall of Fame badge, things can get dicey. Another change is that this is really important one. We are going to limit what badges can go on players based on their archetype and playstyle. It doesn't make sense to apply a brick wall badge to Steph Curry. That's fair. You would see the most craziest stuff, but I know people are going to complain, how can you limit us? But it doesn't make sense, as he mentions here, for Steph Curry to have the brick wall badge. So limiting it to archetypes and playstyle is definitely fine. So we can also bank this. Archetypes and playstyle are back in the game. You can book it. Again, he would not say something that is obsolete in the game unless this man is a shady character. Let's briefly talk about how this affects the next gen version of the game. As I'm sure you have heard and read, we are building a truly unique experience from the ground up on next gen, and the game is looking phenomenal. Gameplay is very different on the next gen version of the game compared to the current gen version. As such, there will be a number of new badges and badge changes in the next gen version of the game. We have established a mapping that converts your current gen badges to next gen equivalents so that when you upgrade to the next gen version of your game, your customized badges will continue to live on in slightly different, better ways. Wow. Whoa, wait a minute here. This is interesting. So we might see a copy and paste in the current gen, but in the next gen, we might have a situation where the badges that we thought were confirming the game might not even be there. Like I just said, I mentioned Clamps being in the game. What if we get to the next gen and there is no such things as Clamps in the game, but it's something completely, totally different and better, as they said. I'm looking forward to that. I want to see how that plays out. Evolutions cards will not be available for badge customization. However, as we have something new for Evo cards that we think you're going to love. It's fair. The Evo cards, if you played 2K, majority of them were good. Giving them the cards might make them a little OP because we got to be real. The Evo cards were good, but they weren't great. And so 2K wouldn't want to give you that leverage to be OP. And I think giving the badge customization to the Evo would make them OP. Guys, if we continue to think about the changes, I think we have a very good game on our hands. But I want to see what they're talking about in terms of the Evo, because in my opinion, the idea of the Evo was great, stupendous. I love being able to hold on to a card and evolve it. But all in all, in how it played in the meta of the game, they were kind of cheeky. No cap. Customizable Evolution. Evolutions card was clearly one of our star additions to NBA 2K20 Myteam experience. The ability to obtain cards and power them up to higher gym tiers felt very rewarding, as it gave people a chance to build some sweat equity with their collection. Evolutions cards are back in NBA 2K21 and are better than ever. Okay. New to NBA 2K21, you now have more control over how some of your evolution cards evolve as they tier up. That is because we are introducing the concept of branching in the evolution process. Now, this is getting interesting. If you guys are gamers, you understand that branching is a MMORPG or an RPG type system. And what that means is you have the opportunity to pick how your role player develops. The player that you're playing with, you have an opportunity to map out how it develops. So with this introduction to branching, this could be very interesting as I even speak to a bigger scale next gen when we're talking about creating a My Player. You've seen me talk about this in my videos where I would appreciate if 2K became more of a role-playing type style where you interact with non-playable characters, but also you're able to customize in a different way. So if they're introducing branching in for the evolution cards, maybe they might be able to do it for our My Players where you branch and kind of pick based on an archetype or style how you want this player to develop. That would be very, very interesting. When you have an Evo card that reaches a choice tier, you will make a selection between two badges that you want to focus on adding to the given card. Let's use a real example here to dive into this further. Spoiler, the venerable Shaquille O'Neal is one of our starter pack options this year. This means you can choose to start with a free Shaq card in 2K21. That's sick. One of his evolution tiers is going to offer you the choice between Rebound Chaser, improved rebound ability, and Rim Protector, better shot blocking ability. So we can confirm Rebound Chaser, Rim Protector back in the game, book it. And again, as he mentioned, it might not be the same for next gen, but for current gen for sure. This is a tough choice. Do you want your Shaq to be a better rebounder or more menacing around the rim? Based on the badge you choose to chase, the requirement to upgrade it will update accordingly. Oh, that's actually pretty good. This means that not all fully evolved evolutions cards will be identical in NBA 2K21, and I think that is a fantastic thing. My Team is a mode about fantasy, a mode about user choice and customization. The addition of customizable evolutions to the game this year takes us that one step further to differentiating player lineups and gives you yet another tool to give your team the edge out there on the courts. I can't wait to see the choices you will make this year. We've got some crafty ideas planned. This is actually encouraging. Man, I'm looking forward to seeing the different players, not different opponents, not have mirror matches. I hate mirror matches. So giving the players more customization, ability to change, see what your player has, what badges they don't have, man, I think it brings a next level experience to the game, and I can't wait to experience it. Guys, we've been going on for a minute. This has been part 2 of your My Team news. Thank you guys for staying with me. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. We'll be back with part 3. Theodulis is out.